Hello, YouTube. Welcome to what could be my last pickup video. I'm moving, and I did an update video maybe almost about a year ago on my situation, my being single and whatnot. I'm not single anymore. And now me and my new girlfriend have decided to move in together in another home. So I'm currently taking apart the collection. I mean, what you see behind you is kind of what's left of what I have that's up. I've taken down a lot of stuff and sold a lot of shelves. Got rid of a lot of doubles. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but I started selling too a lot of stuff because it's just. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's I don't know if you guys have ever moved before, but moving a collection is not easy and it's not fun. It's way less fun than actually collecting and putting the stuff away and kind of looking at it. I realized I have a lot of big collector's editions, so I started kind of selling those, like old Halo collector's editions, like the Mjolnir mask, Master Chief, stuff like that. Just things that I don't really care to set up in a new place wherever I do move. I am keeping my collection. It's just very, I'm probably shaving 10% of it off at this point. So this is kind of like an update slash pickup video. This is like my last pickup video. These are things that I've picked up recently that I've kind of been sitting around for a couple months now that I do need to start packing away. It's kind of weird to say that. But we will get into this. I will start off right now with a Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Collector's Edition. This comes with this cool little like dragon figure on the back. This is a cool collector's edition. It's not incredibly expensive. I paid $50 for this. I ended up selling my loose copy for 20, so I figured it was like a little extra money for the upgrade. But this is really cool. I always wanted to have that. This was a great find. Amazing. Actually, not amazing, because you'll see why. Game Boy Micro. I got this Game Boy Micro, came with a Castlevania double pack for $80 Canadian locally, which was actually it's a steal. It's a really, really, really good deal. The only part that I was bummed about is this, though, on the back. Yikes. That is unrepairable. It is what it is. It's kind of the box. I guess he just ripped it open when he got it, but at least he still had the box, which is really cool. And the micro edition, this is one that I've really, really wanted for a long time, the 20th anniversary edition. Really, really cool to find that locally at a good price. Will I get into this? Let me just do two games at once here. The very last of my Castlevania... Well, not the last. I'm missing Rondo of Blood. Maybe a few... I can't remember. Maybe there's only 2 games. Rondo of Blood's one of them, very expensive. I don't have that. But my Castlevania collection, I almost have a complete set. And this gets me very, very, very close. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. This is Collector's Edition. I used to have this game on Xbox 360. I decided to keep everything together on PlayStation. Sure, Castlevania started on Nintendo, but it kind of kept living on PlayStation. So this is kind of... I want to keep it kind of consistent that way. I managed to track down the second game sealed at a GameStop for 20. So I got the 2 Castlevania games I was missing. When I go for a complete set, I don't want to get the same game twice on 2 different systems. I find that kind of redundant. I don't know, maybe some collectors like to do that, but especially when you're moving and you have space, you need to save. It seems kind of crazy. Speaking of taking space, I mean, these are friggin' awesome. For an amazing game that I've been dying for a physical release of. I don't know why they haven't done one yet. And that is Cuphead. I saw Cuphead. They did do like a somewhat physical release at Best Buy in the States, which had a lithograph, but it had a download code. I don't know what they're thinking with this game. Make a physical release, please, please, please. This is the closest thing I could get that was like really cool. I also got, of course, Mugman and Cuphead themselves, naturally. I do not collect Funkos. I don't like Funkos, but these are like the vinyl collectible series. They're a little different. They actually look really, really good. They don't have that kind of weird, like, bug-eyed stuff that Funko... Like, no offense if you collect Funkos. It's another thing that I don't have space for. So I had to get the Cuphead set. I mean, so excited to get that. I love that game. This came in the mail recently, but it's so funny. Undertale for PS4 physical release. I bought this from their website, but then, of course, the Nintendo Direct just came out with the fact that they're making one for Switch. I don't know if it'll be a physical release, but if it is, I'll probably change it for Switch. I love the Nintendo Switch. It's what I play the most of. Right now I'm playing Nier Automata, or however you call it. Loving that game, but most of the time it's spent playing Switch. Let me get to a couple. We have one NES game. I never buy NES games anymore. Like, it's been probably 2 years. A guy posted this on the local classifieds for 40 Canadian, and that's Monster in My Pocket. This game is ridiculously cool. You play as monsters, and it's like a 2-player beat-em-up adventure game kind of thing. Or side-scrolling platformer, more or less. This game is sweet. It's been on my list, so I have about like 10 or 20 games that I still want for the NES. I saw this pop up, and I'm like, hey, gotta grab it. It was a decent price. What else we got here? I ordered this game online randomly, Pandemonium 2. I have the first one, and it's a pretty cool platformer. This one was exclusive to PlayStation, so I'm not sure how good it is. I heard it's decent, so I want to give this a shot. I love my platformers, who doesn't? I did this big trade-in thing at EB Games, trying to get a few games there randomly. I got some trade credit, so I picked up this PS3 SSX. This game, like, it just passed me last generation. Like, I just totally missed it. It's friggin' insane. It's super fun. If you like the old SSX games, that one's like 10 times as crazy. I picked up this. Very, very strange. This, I think it's like a point and click from Nordic Games. I have not. The Book of Unwritten Tales 2. I've never seen this before, and I don't know if I will ever see it again. It's not incredibly rare, I don't think, for Wii U, but I'm sure one day it will be. Of course, they're porting everything to Switch now from Wii U, but games like that, I'm sure, won't get ported. I also picked up this. They had a Xenoblade Chronicles sealed. This is probably a misprint, reprint, because GameStop was reprinting them at some point. But they had this crazy trade deal, and I ended up getting this for $30 sealed, so I thought that was pretty good. So I picked that up. Oh, this is fun. I went to a game store in Montreal. If you guys know, I'm in Canada. I'm close to Montreal. They had I can't remember what it was. These ended up being $10 each, though, which was decent. And games I never see. I'm passively going for a complete Dreamcast set. I mean, that's definitely on pause now, but I've never heard of this game, Surf Rocket Racers. It looks like Wave Race for Dreamcast. I'd never heard of it or seen it, and I was like, okay, I gotta get that game. Star Wars Demolition, awesome game made by the Vigilante 8 guys. Like, you play as Star Wars characters. And then Speed Racer for PlayStation. Funky little racing game. I love Speed Racer, that cartoon. It's so weird. This is super random. What did I get? Oh, these two games at a pawn shop. I never go to pawn shops. I was working in one part of the city where they had this pawn shop. It was kind of closing, like they're getting rid of everything. I went through their stuff. I ended up getting these $2 each. And that is Fight Night Round 2 for GameCube. The reason I got this is that you can get Super Punch-Out is on this disc, and you can also play as Little Mac, which is really, really cool. You can see that in the top corner. So, you know, Nintendo was kind of throwing their characters into the sports games and stuff. That was one that I really wanted. And then they also had Ultimate Fighting Championship for Dreamcast. So a Dreamcast game I didn't have was sitting there for $2. I was like, definitely gonna grab that. I ordered this off online. I think I caught a few people slipping, and that is a Gravity Rush Remastered. This is an Amazon exclusive. Quite rare. I think they kind of just, I don't know how many they printed, but they sold a bunch and then now it's out of print. I got this for $40 from Amazon, actually, a seller on Amazon. So it wasn't like Amazon Prime or anything, but they just threw it up for 40 and I was like, okay. The rest were going for like 150. So I figured I'd grab that. A couple DS games I got too. I picked these up recently. Someone was selling these, a stack, the entire Ace Attorney set. For Nintendo DS, these were all bought brand new, like they're literally mint condition. So we have Justice for All, Investigations, Apollo Journey, Trials and Tribulations, and then this is the original. This is the only one I actually owned. So I'll probably just flip this one. It came as a bundle. They were $10 each. Really, really good for the Ace Attorney games, and it's so cool to have the whole set. I'm trying to get the Professor Layton set as well. I'm missing 2 from that set, I think. I mean, DS, you can kind of... I don't pay full price for the games, because they're still out there. You can still garage sale them and stuff like that, so... this is a cool DS game, though, that someone had... they were selling a whole bunch of DS games, different prices. They priced this one at $15. He was on par for eBay with everything except for this one, Dementium 2. I don't know if he was pricing it like it was the original game, but this game is very hard to find. One of the rare like mature rated games on Nintendo DS. It's like a first-person survival game, but apparently, like, this game, they fixed everything, like, with the flashlight and everything else, so really excited to get this. It's been on my list forever, and I was surprised he just had it there, and it has the manual and everything. There's a couple random games here. There's a place called Chumley's. You may have heard me mention that before. I have a strand of hair falling down, and someone mentioned it bothered them once in a video. Sorry about that. So they do... It's like a used video game shop. I traded a bunch of stuff in. I got this in Sector X. This is a really cool, like, cute-em-up type of game for Genesis. Judge Dredd for $2 on Game Gear. I never see Game Gear games. This one they got caught slipping. It says 14 up there, but I ended up trading and getting this for free. This was Tailgater by Natsume on Game Boy. Pretty hard game to find. You can't really see it with the glare on that. But yeah, kind of a cool game. Any Natsume games are pretty hard to find usually. And then the last couple things I got... Okay, I'm missing the other one. I don't know where I threw it, but Value Village. They basically... I don't go there anymore. I really don't. I've been donating stuff because I'm moving lately. So when I donate things, I kind of pop in, see what's going on. 9 times out of 10, it's garbage and overpriced. This time I got kind of lucky. Gradius Galaxies. A game that I've been looking for, surprisingly, for a couple of years. They had this for $3.99, so that was a pretty good price. They also had Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, 4 Swords, for $7.99. I ended up using a coupon because I donated some stuff. So they ended up being real cheap. I think it was like $8 for the 2. Really cool to find that. And my best thrift find in the last couple months has got to be this. And I kept the price tag on it for you guys. It's pretty good. Very surprised to find this. Drill Dozer for $3.50. And so I went to a small town to help a friend move actually a couple of weeks ago. We went to a Salvation Army, and it's small town prices. I mean, they sell t-shirts for $1, $2, and it's not like... hasn't reached the craziness that it has here in the big city, but they just had Drill Dozer sitting on the shelf with a bunch of PS2 sports games for $3.50. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take that. It was complete with the baggy manual, everything. So pretty crazy. Like, I don't think I've ever found a complete in-box Game Boy game, actually, to be honest. So that was really, really cool. Still a few lucky streaks I have going, but my collecting has hit a standstill. As I said, I'm moving, and I don't know when I'll be able to do another pickup video, to be honest. I may shoot just kind of like a farewell walk around in this room as I'm taking things down, but yeah, I plan on doing, wherever I do move to, I plan on doing another game room, but that will take me a while. These shelves behind you are all custom made. A lot of people ask me about that. I'm a carpenter for trade, and so I built these. They're all built in. I can't take those with me. So whoever's buying this house is getting a nice little setup down here. But yeah, it'll be cool. I consider it maybe Game Room 2.0 will be coming soon. So stay tuned for that, but it's probably going to be a while. I might take a little Pete Door hiatus. So, guys, I want to thank you, though, so much for watching my channel, subscribing, liking my videos, kind of chatting with me on the commenting. If you want to stay up to date on what I'm doing, honestly, Instagram is the only thing I use, like, social media-wise. And that is, like, instagram.com/thegamingfile, or just search The Gaming File. I'm on there. And I usually post some gaming stuff. I've been kind of shooting a few things of the room. But mostly my personal life. And I don't know what's going on with me. So that's a way better way to keep up with me if you care. If not, it was great to be with you guys. And this isn't a farewell forever, but just for a little while. Thanks so much for watching. I can't believe I reached the amount of subscribers I did, and people really love the room tour. And I guess some of you guys like the pickup videos. This is purely pickup video channel, basically. But it's been really fun. I plan on doing more videos, and then when I do a new game room, maybe I'll show you guys how I build these shelves, because everyone asks me. So maybe I'll do like a how-to when I do it next time. But I'll be busy for a couple months selling and getting a new place and stuff. So, guys, I mean, again, thank you. God bless. I just gotta say peace for now, and I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching all and supporting the channel. You've been amazing. Stay tuned. We'll talk later. Bye-bye.